strap in.
Go on, come on out, mate.
As we revel in the longest, largest,
Give me a bug of getting it through the drive-thru.
heaviest hardware ever hauled
Solid lump in it.
in trucking heavies. Greatest ever hardcore hits.
Every day's a school day. You're always learning, mate.
This time, we revisit some seriously heavy house moves.
Lift it up! Pinch it up!
In Scotland,
A Highland traffic jam.
Ewan shifts a Highland holiday home.
I reckon that fella opened the lucky bag for his breakfast this morning because he didn't get his driving licence at it.
Keep going. Go, 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 go.
In Wales, a hair-raising house move
What? Sorry, Desmond.
leads to drama with a young couple's dream home.
I can feel my heart palpitations.
And in Northumberland,
Hidden the trees.
Carl struggles
I was going to take me time because I'm hitting trees.
to get a gargantuan glamping hut home.
Whoa, 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 knock down, knock down.
Carrying colossal cargo through top city streets is trucking hard. But hauling hefty holiday homes and caravans to idyllic locations can be just as trucking difficult.
Every car just keeps driving straight at you and nobody stops.
And that's where White Cairn Transport sends its weighty wagons. This morning, Haulage hero Ewan has arrived in Perth, gateway to the Scottish Highlands.
We've got the sunshine and the weather's good, so that's always going to be... It's going to make it a nice day. We don't do negativity.
His two-day mission is to deliver one half of a purpose-built lodge worth a whopping 200 grand from its manufacturer to a remote Highland holiday park.
The lodges are two halves at 40 foot long by 10 foot wide, plus overhang.
Moving pricey holiday homes around Scotland and beyond for 12 years, Ewan knows that preparation is everything.
Getting the trailer ready to load because these are not on a chassis, they're on timber beams. So then we've got outriggers in the trailers that the building sits down onto. Then it gives it support to make it stable, so in transport it's safe, doesn't move.
Weighing in at 10.5 tons. Both halves of this hefty holiday home are as heavy as a terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex. Seeing his treasured merchandise off is always nerve-shredding for Connor. The manufacturer's workshop and site supervisor.
When it's on the workshop floor, it's our responsibility. But as soon as it goes up onto the ramps, that's when Ewan and the boys, they kind of take control, and that's their responsibilities.
As Ewan deploys the awesome power of his winch to slowly ease the expensive erection toward the trailer.
Whoa!
There's a problem.
We're going to have to watch it when we get to that door. When we get to the door, we'll watch the height.
The building is perilously close to smashing into the workshop's door frame.
But it's actually just missed. It's come underneath the door, so it's good. You can have, like, inches to spare on some of them.
Safely through unscathed, the pricey payload needs securing to the trailer bed.
Just put blocks both sides to make sure that it carries the weight evenly. And then it means the building's not twisting If the building gets twisted, it'll crack.
Preventing the carefully crafted construction from twisting, or worse still, falling off in transit, requires every possible precaution.
Taking the pressure off the tyres, just to put more weight onto the corner so it supports it better. To make sure that the building's not under any strain. Somebody spent a lot of money to buy this, so you've got to protect what they've bought to the best of their ability.
On and level, the first half of this home away from home now needs rigging.
The steelwork's fixed by lashing bolts to the building, and then we obviously strap the steelwork, because the steelwork is the strongest point for us to tie down. She's brilliant.
50% of the lodge ready for the road. The manufacturers remove the other half for loading. To transport it to the Highlands, they're going to need a second rig. Driven by Ewan's good mate, Terry.
Left the suspension up in the trailer, Terry.
But getting its wheels onto the ramp rails
Still not getting in.
proves just as tricky as the first half.
Are you bright enough? Just ready to start drop it down on the blocks, I think. It's on. Tell you level at the back.
Second half of the loaded lodge safely strapped. This mega move is on.
You ready, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, all good, secured, safe and sound, so we'll try and get over and get up into Fort William tonight. At least we're parking Fort William, need to get a shower, so it's handy.
Coming up, Ewan's convoy can't see where it's going.
It's starting to snow like hell now. Visibility just isn't as clear. It is f***ing hellish.
We're revisiting some of our most impressive heavy house moves. And in Perthshire,
We don't do negativity.
Ewan, Terry and escort driver Tyler are setting off on a 2-day mission to deliver 2 hefty halves of a holiday home. The lads will travel west, overnighting at Fort William before moving on to the remote holiday park at Resipole. First hurdle, get their huge hauls onto the open road.
Just check there's no wheelie bins sitting at the entrance of that house. If there is, you'll need to throw them back the way.
No, if not, you've got a learner driver coming down round that corner there now.
They use all this road round about here for all the learner drivers out of Perth. I think it's one of the test routes as well. I wouldn't like to meet these myself if I was in a car.
When hauling mighty monsters, not knowing what's lurking up ahead is never good.
It is fucking hellish.
And on this narrow Highland road, it's downright dangerous.
There's a big quarry over the back of Fort William. So this is the route that everyone comes in and out the quarry. So you could quite easily meet another lorry and low loader with a big digger on that could be equally as wide as what we are.
To protect Ewan and Terry, escort driver Tyler goes up front to warn oncoming traffic of their presence.
Quite amazing.
But not all drivers get the message.
And the Discovery's still coming full tilt. Hopefully he sits. Terry.
I can see him, so I'm hoping he can see me.
Some folk give you all the room in the world and then other folk will give you not even an inch. It's crazy.
3.5 hours after setting off, Ewan's day is almost done. But he can't clock off until he's given his colossal cargo a once-over.
Just check all the straps are still tight, and just sometimes, because it's only timber, just gonna a wee tighten up if they need it. Nah, we're good. Parked up, time to relax, time to chill.
After a night in the cab,
Right, Tyler, so now we are ready.
the lads have a boat to catch.
This morning we're just coming out of Fort William, heading out to Corran to get the Corran ferry over to Argower. The ferry is actually quite small, so depending on what the tide is, it can be really awkward if it's not sitting on the pier right, because the slipway that the ferry sits on, it sits on the side of it, the boat, so it presents funny angles in it. Depending on the tide, every time's different.
Driving their larger-than-life loads onto the tiny ferry might usually give them that sinking feeling. But today, Ewan and Seri are two lucky truckers.
She looks high, Terry, the tide looks high. I think this is the best I've ever seen the tides here, Terry, and I'm not joking.
It takes just 5 minutes for the Corran ferry to cross Loch Linney, the busiest single vessel route in Scotland, which provides a handy shortcut and spectacular view for the 11,000 truckers who use it every year.
You just look at the hills in front of you with the snow on top of them. It's pretty impressive.
After a spectacular water crossing, the boys are just 21 miles from their destination. But this portable holiday house is nowhere near home and hosed.
But once we get into the main bit of the village, it's all onto single carriageway and just obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. Tyler, didn't you get away around that nasty telegraph pole around that next corner?
Aye, Roger, just past there now.
If you don't position yourself right before you get to it, it just becomes very much of a problem. Because you end up, the trailer's too far over and it leans against the pole.
Ewan's tractor unit might pack a 500 brake horsepower punch, but to avoid his lodge becoming lodged, turning this corner requires brains, not brawn.
Right, gun watch, Tez.
After negotiating the tricky corner and avoiding the telegraph pole, the lads are on the home straight. Just one more obstacle lies between them and the finish line.
A Highland traffic jam. I reckon that fella opened a lucky bag for his breakfast this morning because he didn't get his driving licence at it. Oh, your man in the left hand's got the head out the window guiding.
Dearie me.
"25 hours since loading.
What one do you want first, or does it not matter?
Ewan's finally made it to Resipol Bay on the banks of Loch Sunart.
Imagine waking up to that view in the morning.
Once his cargo has been offloaded, this holiday home will be ready to make memories. All thanks to Haulage hero Ewan and his trusty team.
Straps off, ramps out, blow the tyres up, and that'll take off the blocks. Once we've got that done, it's just a case of push it off, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Moving home can be stressful.
Hang on.
But what about if your home needed to be loaded onto a lorry and transported to the other side of the country? Avonmouth near Bristol. Base of operations for a titan of the trucking world.
Living the dream.
Welcome to King's Heavy Haulage.
Around about 8:30 collection in Bristol.
Colossal cargo transporters for more than 50 years.
I see. When are you actually looking to have it moved?
We're a family business at the core, and that goes through everything we do.
Hello, mate, you right?
Which just gives us that personal touch to every move that we make.
Thanks, Sam. Cheerio.
On the road this morning, heavy haulier Big Andy.
The bigger the loads, the better I find. I enjoy doing them. I enjoy the challenge.
He's heading to a farm in South Wales to help realise a dream move.
We'll be doing driveways next. Crazy paving.
At his destination in rural Pembrokeshire, a young couple are putting the final preparations in place.
Window installers. We can do that.
Not a job too big or small.
For the last 6 months, Becky and Aaron have been busy building their fantasy home. This is no ordinary property. It's a grand design on a very small scale.
I'll put the jack underneath.
This is a tiny house, inspired by Aaron and Becky's time living in New Zealand. It has everything the modern home needs, including plumbing and electrics, upstairs bedroom, and even the kitchen sink. Apart from its size, there's one main difference between this property and your average starter home. Aaron and Becky's tiny house is portable.
So we're just getting the jack underneath the front of the trailer so that we can raise it up high enough to get on the tow ball of the truck.
Becky recently left work to begin a master's degree at Wolverhampton, meaning the couple need to relocate.
Always a tense moment when you're jacking her up in the air.
For at least the next year, they'll be relying solely on Aaron's wage to survive. As the cost of living rises, their diddy dwelling will enable them to manage their money.
I think we're ready to try and get her on a bit closer, eh? Right then, let's do it. The price of rent and the price of buying a house now is just sort of out of reach for young people. We didn't want to be paying sort of £1,000, £1,500 a month, and then you know, you got £200-300 gas and electric on top of that. So whereas this will have very little bills, you know, we'll have a solar system on there, so no electricity bill. Very, very cheap rent for our parking spot. So yeah, that was the motivation behind it.
Go straight.
Today, the small holding will be making a big journey to its new plot in Shropshire.
Oh, she should go on there, eh?
It's the culmination of 6 months' hard work and the beginning of a new chapter for Becky and Aaron.
There's not been too many arguments.
No, not too many tears. A few sort of bickerings, but nothing too major.
It's definitely made us stronger, though, just to go through something like this.
We can't believe we've been able to actually build something like this.
Yeah.
It's just been incredible.
The only thing we'd built before was a wine rack.
Big step.
Getting the house to its destination will prove quite a challenge.
Do you reckon that the tiny house is lined up to go on there?
Yeah, that's fine.
It weighs less than 5 tons, and at just over 8 feet wide, will easily sit on a standard trailer. The problem is the height. At nearly 14 feet, it's pushing the legal limits for clearing any bridges en route.
So keep going that way.
A more immediate problem is the farm exit, which slopes from right to left. Becky and Aaron have laid down bricks to offset the incline and reduce the risk of the cargo tipping sideways off the trailer.
She's lined up now.
Their makeshift track is perilously close to a barn, sat right beside the gate. Aaron needs to drive over the bricks while avoiding any mishaps.
Keep turning now.
Turn that way.
That way, yeah.
The trailer's on track and the line looks good. All Aaron needs to do is keep the truck straight to avoid that barn.
That was the roof.
Coming up,
Morning, sir. How you doing, mate?
Andy arrives to take a house on a road trip.
Okay, go. People are waiting.
But things get complicated when he attempts to load the trailer.
Ooh, we have a problem.
Do you reckon that the tiny house is lined up to go on there?
Yeah, that's fine.
At a farm in Pembrokeshire,
That was the roof.
Becky and Aaron's tiny house has just become wedged under a barn roof. The complication is overcome with some gentle coaxing and a claw hammer.
I think if we just pull it forward at that.
To offset a camber on the exit, Aaron needs to keep his wheels on a temporary surface he made using a pile of bricks.
Just watch, keep an eye on it, eh?
Sustaining a few scratches is a small price to pay for keeping the truck and trailer on the right line.
Ooh, well done, dog.
Can you come line me in now?
The challenge now is to clear the gate without bringing the house down.
Yeah, you're just on them. Keep going that way and then that's it. Yeah. Go. You're good, dog. Keep going. Go.
There's no stopping the house from leaning over. The question is, will Aaron clear the exit before it reaches tipping point?
Oh, so scary.
They're through. And now just need to negotiate the farm track to join up with the main road.
Oh, that was nerve-wracking. I could feel my heart palpitations. You could see that high end just tilting over and we've had nightmares about the fact of it just like toppling over and all our hard work has just ended then. So, yeah. Whew.
At 4.5 tons, the cargo is way too heavy for Aaron to transport on UK roads.
Do you reckon they'd give us our money back if we just take it ourselves?
Well, I didn't feel right.
Yeah.
I don't know, our poor Nissan after 4 hours might struggle.
Thankfully, right on cue, heavy haulier Andy has arrived.
Morning, sir. How you doing, mate? Aaron.
I'm Andy.
Andy, nice to meet you, mate.
The plan is simple. Aaron drives across the main road, allowing Andy to swing his lorry onto the track.
Cause chaos.
Once the lorry's in position,
Wait.
Aaron needs to reverse the house to line up nicely behind Andy's trailer. Motorists on the A478 are about to bear witness to something unusual.
Ready to go?
A mini mansion is crossing the road.
Okay, go. People are waiting.
Thanks to the commuter's patience, Aaron gains safe passage, and the cargo is all set to be loaded onto Andy's truck.
It's unusual. It's not what we normally do, but a job's a job. It all pays the bills, doesn't it?
The task now is to line up Aaron's trailer so the wheels roll up the ramps and onto the lorry.
Right, if you straighten up, that's it.
Aaron can see nothing from his rear view mirror. He's relying solely on Becky and Andy to guide him home.
You can move it over to the right if you want to, but she's on the timbers. Straight back.
Once the trailer's wheels are on board,
Hang on, Aaron.
Andy adjusts the ramps to accommodate the wheels on Aaron's pickup.
Keep going.
One more reversing manoeuvre.
Keep going.
And Aaron can hand over his house to the professionals.
You can't see anything at all when you're reversing it. The trailer's just too wide. So you're just doing it by feel rather than anything else. I'll be glad when it's on, but yeah, we've got a lot of time and effort and money tied up in this. We'd hate to see it fall off the side.
When you hear a bang,
then I'll stop. Will do.
Aaron puts his pickup in reverse, rolls up the ramp, and immediately, Andy spots a serious issue.
Ooh, we have a problem.
The back end of the tiny house isn't high enough to rest above the back bridge of Andy's trailer.
Right, well, this is going to be the highest part.
It's easy enough to raise up, but if the load sits any higher than 16 feet, it won't be able to clear any bridges en route.
It's close. It is very, very, very close. I think I'm going to have to lower the trailer quite a bit. It taxes your brain. It's everything's a challenge in this, and if just as long as we get it on safely and we're under height, then it's good to go.
Somehow Andy needs to find the room without endangering the roof.
If you don't mind me asking, why did you build it so high?
There's a mezzanine in there that we sleep on, and we didn't want to be like this when we sit up in bed. If I was to build another one, I'd build it 100 mil smaller.
It might be 100 mil smaller when we get there.
100 mil smaller when we get there.
You'll get there and you'll get into bed and you're thinking, I'm sure we didn't have a skylight here.
A couple of wooden boards should be just enough to clear the back bridge of the trailer.
Right, if you want to start bringing it back, Aaron, and let's see how close we are on that.
But Andy won't know how high the cargo's sitting until it's locked in place.
Down there. He's on. Let's get the magic stick out. Because if this hits it when it's fully extended, we can't go anywhere because we won't fit under the bridges. Well, there you go, Aaron. 5 metres, the maximum we can run at.
Yeah.
That'll give us about 1.5 inches going under the motorway bridges.
Hopefully there's no bounce in your trailer when you go under the bridge and it bounces up and gives her a haircut.
I will treat it like it's a baby.
Yeah, she's my baby.
In nearly 2 hours, Becky and Aaron's tiny house has travelled less than 500 yards.
We're good to go.
But now it's locked and loaded. It's time to up the pace.
Look after the precious cargo.
From the family farm near Clynderwyn in Wales, Andy will head north via the M4 and M5. All being well, he'll arrive on the Shropshire border, just west of Wolverhampton by nightfall. The success of the journey hinges on Andy's measuring stick. The first bridge is fast approaching.
If you get to the first bridge, you're always thinking, am I going to fit underneath it? As I say, your bum's in the seat. It is very nerve-wracking, very, very nerve-wracking. And of course, if you hit it, then the police are involved, the local authorities are involved. Everything comes to a grinding stop.
The maximum height permitted on UK roads is 16 feet 6 inches. The cargo is just under 14 feet high, giving Andy only 2.5 feet of trailer to play with. It's time to find out if he got his calculations correct.
It's close, but we're getting under them, and that's all that matters.
All the prep has paid off. Becky and Aaron's tiny house didn't get any tinier, and Andy is in cruise control. 250 miles later, the cargo arrives in Shropshire, where a nervous Aaron and Becky are already waiting.
Just want to get it done now. I think it'd be easier than when we put it on, so...
Complete with cargo, Andy's hauling just shy of 50 tons onto the premises. It's a tricky reverse park, with a building on one side and a wall on the other.
It's just down at the building, down at the wall. We'll be good to go.
It would be difficult in daylight. At night, it's even trickier. Andy's asked Becky and Aaron to shout "whoa" at the top of their voices if things get tight. That should do it.
Bit harrowing trying to get it in the dark, but we got it in here. That's the main thing. It's nice and straight, Aaron.
To get the tiny house off the lorry, Aaron reverses his pickup back onto the ramps.
Whoa, whoa, not there.
Allowing Andy to reconnect his tow bar so he can simply drive it off again.
Go on, keep going, Aaron.
It might just be a couple of metres, but this final manoeuvre marks a huge moment.
Go on, you're clear of the wall.
Today's move brings with it the promise of a new life, free from financial burden. Becky and Aaron's tiny house makes for a massive opportunity.
To finally get it here is just great.
Oh,
it's been worth all the effort.
Yeah.
Go to the pub and have a drink.
Right this second? Yeah.
Our haulage heroes transport heavy cargo for hundreds of miles on a daily basis. It's a huge responsibility, not least when that cargo is someone's dream home.
Kick it round now.
On the outskirts of Newcastle upon Tyne, Phelan's is a heavy haulier, handling hefty heaves of all shapes and sizes.
Takes a little bit of concentration.
There's precisely nothing that this ambitious firm won't try to lift and shift.
All right, like.
That's fine.
I know, yeah.
Today, company boss Peter is herding a big, bulky, bespoke-built shepherd's hut, which will form part of a luxury glamping plot worth nearly £200,000. Weighing in at around 6 tons and almost 12 feet wide, it's 80 times heavier than a well-fed Arctic wolf. And almost twice as long as Darth Vader is tall.
It's going to be a little bit tight, I think. With the huts, they're always tight.
But before hauling the Beyond Big Beast to rural Northumberland tomorrow, Peter must get it loaded.
Some reach, that. Unless we just put the trailer further over that way.
To give his unit-mounted crane room to work, Peter must locate its lifting sweet spot.
Going to spin the truck round, set up down here, back the trailer tight up against the warehouse over there, and then we're going to put the tractor unit in the middle. If we didn't do it this way, potentially we could crush the actual hut itself.
Trailer and tractor unit in place.
If we have the leg here, that's going to be about centre. That'll do. Aye, that'll do. Right.
It's time for the woody mammoth to exit manufacturer Paul's shed.
All right. Go on then. Richie, yeah, watch these wheels at the front. How are you on the other side? What do you like? Got about 150 mil. Right. Yeah. Hold on, hold on. Whoa. It's getting close, like. Stop. 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 It's gonna stop. Stop. What are you doing there?
With some gentle leaning.
Yeah, pull.
The shepherd's hut finally sees sunshine.
That was easy. That was easy compared to some of them, I tell you.
And once rigged and hooked up, this lift is on. The cargo needs to be turned through 180 degrees to sit sideways on the trailer.
It's got to go like that, yeah.
Peter uses his remote control to turn the hut.
What's happened up?
Before guiding it towards the flatbed.
Right. Okay, the wood's all set.
Which has been prepped with wooden chocks to protect the base.
Take one out, Dave. Ah. She's on now, yeah, finally. I feel relieved now it's on. Feel relieved.
Now loaded, Peter can hand the hut over to Carl, who'll secure it down, park it up for the night, and drive it to site first thing tomorrow. Coming up,
Fog's not the best.
will Carl get his glamping hut through a proper pea super?
What can we see there? 200 yards in front. And because I'm straddling over the lane, if there's trucks in the lay-by sleeping, I need to move over.
Up! It's gonna stop! Up!
Yesterday in Northumberland,
What's happened up?
Peter battled with a sizable shepherd's hut, bound for a glamping site.
She's on now, finally.
This morning, it's out for delivery.
I think it was a good show coming out early, I think.
It's just past 6 a.m.
You're all clear, left, right, Carl.
Right, cheers, mate.
But Carl and his escort driver aren't the only trucking heroes making an early start.
This is going to be tight. Look in your mirrors there, Leo. Is that tight? Because obviously it's overhanging with the roof one side, and then that's that side.
You're all right there, mate. Keep it coming.
Sorted.
Carl is taking his hefty haul from the village of Fourstones near Hexham to Felton near Alnwick. It's only a 50-mile trip, but it won't be a relaxing country drive.
Definitely get nervous because I'm taking up all the road, and then the tightest bit's going to be worse than this is getting onto site because it's just a little single track road.
Despite the narrow roads, ex-soldier Carl quickly marches to the relative safety of a dual carriageway. Because for him, tough jobs are not to be feared, just finished.
In the army, I was a tank transporter, and you were moving 62-ton Challenger tanks. Yeah, it was all right, actually.
Tours of duty can be dangerously unpredictable.
Fog's not the best.
But so can the great British weather.
What can we see there? 200 yards in front. And because I'm straddling over the lane, if there's trucks in the lay-by sleeping, I need to move over. So you just slow it down a little bit.
Thankfully, visibility soon improves.
Sound. It's better now the sun's out and the fog's gone. About 2 miles before we turn right. And then it's onto the farm tracks.
Reaching the site won't be easy. Hauling a terrifically tall load through leafy lanes never is.
Hitting the trees. Do you want to get it all this way and then there's the last little stretch. Damage it. I was going to take my time because I'm hitting trees.
After a nervous crawl down the country lane, Carl finally reaches the glamping site.
So somehow we've got to get this into there.
But when Boss Peter arrives with the second crane, Carl delivers news of a shift in strategy.
That needs to be facing that way. So the original plan was for you to go in first and me reverse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we're going to have to drive in.
Are you going to reverse down there like Colin?
Reverse down there and just drive straight in.
Right, OK, that's fine.
But executing the new plan will be a battle.
It's going to be tight getting reversed in. Because I can't see behind us, so we'll have to get everyone to watch us down.
Reversing his loaded trailer blind down a narrow farm track won't be easy.
You can take your log off a bit, mate.
I can't. We'll have to go forward. I'm in the bushes.
To find a better angle, the ex-soldier attacks from a new position.
Keep pushing, Carl. We're on good. Keep it coming, mate. Keep it coming, mate. You've got room at the back. Keep coming.
Oh, dog. Where's the dog? There.
Pets and posts avoided. The hut is finally situated for its lift.
10 foot.
Peter quickly moves his crane in.
We're doing a tandem lift because of the weight of the cabin. We think it's about 6 ton, so we needed 2 cranes to do the lift safely.
For the plot's nervous owner, Jill, the stakes are simply enormous.
I would be pretty devastated if anything went wrong now. I mean, basically, we could have bought a house for the price we're probably paying for the cabin. It'll be a bit nerve-wracking, definitely.
Once Peter takes to the roof to rig spreader bars, chains and strops. This lift is live. And as the hefty hut takes to the air, both the lads know that precisely lining up the cabin's frame with the weight-bearing ground screws will require both crane ops to work in perfect harmony.
Right, I'm just going to lower it down a bit. Peter, just lower it down!
As the exacting elevation hovers over its plot, it's now all about precision.
Whoa, 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 knock down, knock down.
It's close, it's close.
The required crane movements are minuscule.
Do you want 100 mil to you, Rich?
Yep.
Yeah.
Peter, can you go an inch up, really?
But Peter and Carl both keep their cool, so that within minutes this heavy hut...
Thanks! Hold it there, mate, hold it there.
...is finally home.
It was tense, yeah. It's very tense. Everything's where it should be. All the drains are in. Can't say fairer than that. I'm always pleased when it's down on the ground.
1 year on, and the hut and surrounds have completely transformed into a luxury rural retreat, replete with decking, hot tub and sauna. All thanks to 2 chucking Haulage heroes.